always thought that the quietest place in the world was the street next to Rumi. When we walk together, it's as if the city... Wait, are those demons?
We have been watching you for a long time. Two lights that burned too brightly in the world of humans. How ridiculous. Did you think that walking under the warm light of the street lamps could hide you from us? No.
I woke up. At first there was silence, so deep that it seemed as if the world had held its breath. Then, a cold wind. I opened my eyes and saw the sky, everywhere. Below me, above me, all around me. An island, floating in the void, surrounded by clouds, as if it were a piece of land torn from another world and abandoned here. My head was spinning. The last thing I remembered was how the crack between worlds had sucked us in, how I had squeezed JJ's hand.
When I came to, the first thing I noticed was that the air here was different, harsh, cutting my lungs. I got up, looked around, and then I saw it. A portal. Huge, ancient, with runes that I had seen before, in a dream, or in a nightmare. Now it's hard to tell where one ends and the other begins. When we set foot on this small island, I immediately realized that everything here was against us. The land seemed calm, but danger lurked beneath every rock. The air was tense, like a stretched string. Even the shadows trembled differently. And somewhere in the very center of the island, I saw it. The first block, shining as if mocking us. Take it if you want. But as soon as we took a couple of steps, the island came to life. Rumi stood beside me. There was no fear in her eyes, only rage. Quiet, focused rage. We moved together, as one. I blocked the blows of the stone guards, hearing them crack as my attacks broke their shells. She deftly bypassed the mechanisms, disabled the traps, and jumped between the snare threads as easily as if she were dancing. Sometimes I wonder, which one of us is really the hero here? I had almost lost hope when I noticed an old chest, half hidden under the roots of a tree. The place was too quiet, too perfect. I sensed a trap, but I had no choice. I opened it slowly. The wood creaked as if in protest. And there, it was, the first block, glowing with a soft light, as if it had been waiting just for me. I took it in my hands, and it was as if a piece of the world had clicked into place. The second island didn't even try to hide its nature. Floating blocks, narrow columns, each one a jump away, but each jump could be the last. The air below was like an abyss pulling down. One glance was enough for me to understand. This was not a test of strength. It was a test of determination. Rumi was the first to step forward, agile, confident. She seemed to feel the rhythm of these blocks, while I followed slightly behind, covering her from what was hidden above. When we reached the central platform, shadows began to emerge from the air. They thickened, taking shape, mini-bosses, demons in heavy armor, their skin like metal, their eyes like two burning coals. Their defenses were many times stronger than those we had encountered before. I went in first. Their blows shattered the air, sending tremors through my bones. Rumi darted between them, distracting them, throwing off their footing, forcing them to make mistakes. We worked as a single mechanism, and only when the last one fell did a second block appear at the top of the column, shining brighter than the first. I lifted it, feeling as if the world had once again shifted along an invisible axis. The second, only one left, just one. But here's the paradox. We searched the entire island, every crack, every block, and nothing. No third block, emptiness, as if it had never existed. The third island, I knew it was the end even before we set foot on it. The wind here was like a cry. The stones were like traces of a past battle. And ahead stood a ruined fortress, as if holding the last secrets of this world. And somewhere inside, I could feel it, the last block. We entered the gate, and the cold penetrated to our bones. The silence was deceptive, too pure, too even. Rumi walked beside me, carefully noting every gap in the floor, every stretched thread. I felt something else, the smell of darkness, and it didn't take long. As soon as we stepped into the central courtyard, the walls began to move, and demons began to emerge from every dark opening. Dozens, maybe hundreds. Their eyes flashed one after another, like stars in the night sky. If the stars wanted you dead. I took a step forward. Rumi took a step back. She knew her role was different. Mine was to hold the line. When the first wave rushed at us, I felt the world around me disappear. When we inserted the last block into the portal, the world seemed to breathe. Light passed through the runes like flames through dry grass, and I realized that everything we had gone through had not been in vain. 3 trials, the fortress, the traps, the demons, and all for one moment, returning home. I took Rumi by the hand, and we stepped forward. A flash, cold, and our world. The air smelled different here, more real, stronger, but there was no time to rejoice. Sleeping, hiding, in his lair, like a huge beast, confident that no one would dare come back for him. He thought we had disappeared, that we wouldn't last, that we would break, that we would die. He was wrong. We crept up to his hideout at night. So, let's see who we have here. Rumi, 5 years of experience,